What's up, y'all? Welcome to Box Talk TV. It's your host, Nia P.
What to do? This is Marlo Celebrity Barber, and we are on our hot topics tonight, and we got some real interesting topics and some real different point of views. So what you see on the screen is what we're going to discuss, and we're going to allow you guys to chime in on it. Hit us on our social media platforms, or hit us on the live video, or you can inbox us if you have a topic that you would like for us to cover as we go into this week's hot topics.
Box Talk TV, trending topics. Tune in every Thursday to see what's popping. Deep discussions, ask your question while you watching. Marlo Nia P on trending topics.
So our first topic, what we talking about?
What we got on the screen, Box Talk?
Okay, so we talking about LeBron carrying his 10-year-old daughter. LeBron been getting a lot of backlash because they like, that baby too big for that. So what you feel, Marlo, about
I'm going to tell you why we get backlash. Because we are in an era of men that don't carry their mothers, their children, the grandmothers. They can't carry the groceries. They can't carry the weight of responsibility. We have men that not used to carrying any damn thing. So when they see a man carrying their daughter,
it's unnatural.
It's unnatural for them. It's unnatural for them. So we have men, and the crazy part about it, we have women that have not seen men carry their responsibilities on the level they should. So when they see it happen, it's unnatural for them. Mm-hmm. So it should not be a big problem to see a man carry his daughter talking about she too big. Man, my son going to be 50. If I could carry my son when he's 50, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I believe in carrying the weight of my son, no matter he's my son, no matter what size he is. So we are in a culture where we see people carrying guns. That should be unnatural.
Come on now.
I see men hanging around each other, gangbanging, taking pictures with their shirt off. Nigga, that's gay as hell. Any group of men that'll take a picture with their shirt off in close proximity, that's more strange than LeBron James carrying his daughter. But I see men carrying other men. I see men carrying the responsibilities of other men. I see men hanging with men too much. A lot of things that people point out and say, man, that ain't natural. I'm like, no, that's natural. What's unnatural is the things that we are doing manhood-wise in this society. I see men online all the time. I mean, man,
y'all
women
want
don't
to
listen.
normalize.
Women don't listen. I said, no, dog, women do listen. They don't listen to you. Mm-hmm. They don't listen to the bullshit you saying. Because when you speak, it doesn't make anybody's life better. It doesn't do anything for a woman. So if a man is complaining about women that don't listen to him, look at the man and say, I see why. You ain't talking about shit.
My thing is, what's the backlash? What is the backlash? What is the real issue? My thing is, it's so much that we could be discussing. This should not even be a thing. Nothing comes across your mind like you don't know what it took for them to even get this baby. You don't know if this was a miracle baby. Like, he probably thanking God for this little girl. So him loving on his daughter, why is he getting backlash from him loving on his baby?
That's because people don't know how to love. When they see love, it's so foreign to them. Mm-hmm. It's a whole nother language.
Leave this man alone.
It is strange.
Let him love on his baby. Let him love on his baby. That's what these little girls need. So they won't go out searching for love. They daddy set the standard of what love should feel like, what love should look like. So
it's natural. That is natural what you're seeing right there.
Y'all relationship with y'all dads. Now let's go to our next
topic number 2. What we got on the board?
So this topic about them opening the vault.
Opening the vault.
So they done opened the vault and they basically done discovered these pictures of all biblical characters and pictures of Black Jesus. Yeah. How you feel about that?
You know, I've actually been to Rome. I've been to the Vatican. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen the artwork. I've seen those. I used from a distance walking up, and when you're looking at those pictures on the ceiling and on the walls, you think those things are mummified because I was unfamiliar with how many Black characters was in the book when I was young, when I was over there. Mm-hmm. I was unfamiliar until I walked up close and said, that's not a mummified picture of a person. That's a dark person. Mm-hmm. So in Rome and in the Vatican and in those religious institutes, they have huge portraits of Black people that they honor and respect. It's only in this country that they are afraid to honor and give respect to people that are due that respect. Mm-hmm. But in foreign countries, they have no problem being honest about who the leaderships are of olden days, no matter what color they are.
This don't shock me or surprise me at
Well,
all.
this goes into another. This flows into another topic. I want you to put the picture of the slave ship up.
Okay.
If you got that one.
So this picture of Black Jesus, y'all know this.
Yeah.
His description is in the Bible, right?
Who
So
do-
I don't feel like this should
Yeah.
woo or wow
It shouldn't be a
anybody.
surprise that Jesus was black if you read the Bible, but we have a lot of people that don't read the Bible,
Yeah,
and we have a lot of people that are under pastors
right.
that don't teach the Bible properly. See, the Bible the problem has never been the Bible. It's been its depiction and its teaching, because they take the power out of it. Now this picture, let's go into this. This picture is a depiction of what would be considered a slave ship of olden times. Now let's get into this and let's have an understanding. They said slavery happened, and it did, but not on the magnitude in which they taught you. See, the magnitude in which they teach you about slavery is to put themselves in a powerful position. Now let's take this picture for granted. Let's look at this picture and not take for granted what we're seeing. If they said this happened in the magnitude they did, if they say they carried us in this magnitude, who's feeding these people? What restroom are they using? If you have them down in captivity, do you know the journey from over there to over here was a 3 to 4 month journey if there was no problem? A storm can take a ship off course and make a 3 to 4 month journey a 5 to 6 month journey. And if you telling me you impopulated this country with us by bringing us by way of slave ship, what kitchen big enough to feed that many brothers? Whose responsibility is it to clean the people in this manner? So you mean to telling me they're using the restroom, they're urinating and soiling themselves, and you telling me on a 4 month journey you can stand the stench? Do you know what would happen? The birds that smell the stench would flock to that ship because of the smell itself. Who can work on a ship with that many people? Now let's say the guy in the middle died. Let's say one of the slaves in the middle was deceased because he was sick, was ill, had pre-medical condition before he got on the ship. Whose job is it to walk through that, to grab him, to take him and throw him overboard?
Exactly.
Because the disease that would come from having a deceased person in this position would kill the other slaves.
Absolutely.
And so you telling me you walk past this and not one slave bit you, kicked
Come
you,
on now.
grabbed you. So who's going to believe this is really possible unless you are saying my mind is so inferior that I believe that you are powerful enough to bring this many people into the country?
Come on
They
now.
can't bring this many people into America now. So how can you tell me you're gonna do this on a wood ship enough to populate a country? Did slavery happen? Yes, on a minute magnitude. But the thing about it is, when people try to lie and put themselves in position of power, you have to be feeble-minded enough to believe the lie, to say they had enough power and control to do this several times to populate a country. It's not possible. We was already here. They brought some. And even the ones that they grabbed, they had assistance from us. These are tribes of people that lost wars that we were brought over here. That means 2 black tribes got into it, one conquered the other and sold the losing party to the white people. So just imagine you coming to Africa, not knowing the country, not knowing the animals, not knowing the landscape of the country. So you mean to tell me you can go over there because you got a gun and walk through the jungles and avoid the lions and avoid the tigers and avoid the elephants and be stealthy enough to capture that many people without being killed, maimed, hurt yourself? Because we
now.
was in a time where we was in control of our animals. It was once upon a time lions bit who we seek lions on. We was using lions and tigers as puppies in some institutes.
Yeah,
So you
as a
would have
form of
people that
weapon.
had trained animals that you can walk by. If you telling me now you can't come in my yard and get me from my pit bull, but you gonna go to Africa through the jungles, through lions, through tigers and leopards and come on, man. You can't get me to believe that level of power. Now, let me introduce you to the mind control that we have in America. Put the Roots picture up, please.
Yep, we got it.
Now, don't you ever think they showing this once a year to show you what they did to apologize to you? People that has damaged our culture has never apologized for it, and they will never annually apologize. They show Roots not for you. They show Roots to show their children, to remind them who they want us to be. They want you to be this. So they remind their children, don't forget who they are. Don't forget you're powerful and you own them and they're slaves and they're beneath you. Roots ain't for you to feel like you being apologized
You
to.
gonna set them
Roots
little
is for
children up
them
for
to
failure.
empower themselves for their culture can ensure themselves to feel better and more powerful than you. They don't go to Martin Luther. When you sometimes you go downtown in Memphis and I see a group of people from England and people from overseas and people from other cultures than ours on bus trips to go down to the Martin Luther King Center. Everybody that goes to the Martin Luther King Center ain't mad that Martin Luther King died. They're going droves to gloat and celebrate the life, the death of him. We go to celebrate the life. They'll go to the MLK Center to celebrate the death. They are gloating. They go to see this is what we got. The one that talked the most, the one that tried to lead them out of abundance. This is the one. This is the one we got. We got their leader. So don't ever think that Roots is being shown because they're apologetic. They're showing Roots to empower themselves, to reassure themselves that they're better than you. Understand what's happening to you in this country and move accordingly. That's why I'm so upset. When I'm not upset when I see a police officer kill a young black man, that's expected from me. I expect for the enemy to do what an enemy does. I'm upset when you tell a young black man to fight another young black man and both of y'all in a ghetto and you put a different color rag on Tyrone and you put a different color rag on Junebug and you cause them to fight. I'm more disappointed in that than what they do to us. I expect for those things to happen occasionally. Is it correct? Is it right? No, but I expect for them to do what they do. I do not respect the fact that black people are engaging in the activity that was we fought so hard to get those others not to do to us.
That's what makes no sense to me.
Now we are performing the acts of the KKK. The KKK has actually not killed as many people as our gang activity has killed.
Why they
you
keep
can
their
look
hands
at the
clean.
numbers.
Yep. Why
They
keep
have
their hands
not.
clean?
They have not murdered as many people as we are murdering at the rate we're doing it now.
And to the other culture, y'all don't set them children up for failure.
Right.
Talking about this is you got power over these people.
We was already
Don't forget
in
who
America.
they are compared to who you are.
And
Listen,
actually,
don't set them people up for failure.
The ship that Christopher Columbus
We
came,
in a whole different time now.
he had a black GPS. He couldn't came without a black GPS. It was somebody on that ship that he had paid to come tell him about America, because we was going back and forth because America was like our Miami. We was coming to get away from those. We was coming, man, we got some brothers over there. There's some sisters over there. America was our stump and our playground. It was a land of lush opportunity for us. There was no jobs in America before they came colonized America. What was a job? We raised our children. We took care of our women. We raised cattle. We raised corn. We had watermelon. The only thing we needed from each other was what each other grown. Hey man, I'm hungry. I need some watermelons. Well, Earl got watermelon, so I'm gonna give Earl some of my peas for some of his watermelon. We was a barter system country. We didn't have work. We didn't have 9 to 5. We didn't have no. You can't go with your family right now. We had family values. Our women didn't work. They took care of the children we had.
Right. And
So
I
this
want to
system
go.
we in now is a European colonized system that doesn't work really for us.
I want to go back to this. Jesus was black. I feel like that's the only reason why they killed him. You were hating this black man with all this power, raising the dead. It was nothing but jealousy. I feel like if it was a white man, it wouldn't have went the way it went. But the whole thing of Jesus being black, that's literally his description in the Bible. And if you go to, I don't know how many Bible readers, y'all read your Bible, but and Songs of Songs, which is Songs of Solomon, in the first chapter of verse 1, it says I am black and beautiful. It says that in there. Play around with the versions, read different versions, but it will flat out tell you I am black and beautiful.
Yeah, and you can look that up for yourself. That's not something we making up.
Right, black
for
and beautiful,
podcast
and
likes
that's
and views.
that's
That's
Songs
fact.
of Solomon. Solomon is the son of King David, and Jesus
Direct
comes from
bloodline.
that. Yeah, he comes from that lineage, that bloodline. So this is no surprise to me. But let's move on to our next topic. What's our next trending
What do
topic?
we have on the board?
Let's talk about this Walmart fire. So with this, let's play this video real quick.
I
This little
believe this
baby,
the
awesome.
one that's the 10-year-old.
10-year-old boy.
The 10-year-old boy set the Walmart on fire.
Yes, indeed, he
In
did.
jail, he's supposed to be.
They absolutely. They said they had millions of dollars worth of damage. I can only imagine.
In jail, he's supposed to be. I'm gonna tell people all a lot.
Like
I tell my
how?
son.
How did you? What are you doing? You thinking it's still 4th of July?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Young disobedient art. And then this might be a shock to some people on social media, but I got a son, and I tell my son all the time, man, start about 10, 11 years old. You don't become a grown bitch ass nigga. You've been a for a long time. Most has been from about 10 years old. So there's 10 and 11-year-old out here. Some of y'all raising and you just don't want to admit it. Don't start at 18. You was about 10, 11, maybe 9. You was then. So I tell my son, you got to be careful of because don't happen when you're grown. You just don't get 18 and turn to a you been a you 9 years old, 11 years old. So some of these kids I see on social media, some of y'all raised because you allowing their behavior.
So I'm abbreviated. It's ban. So the ban seed been planted.
Been planted.
It's
Because
just
it's a lot of parents
it's just
who got
the maturity and the harvest.
Y'all been seeing it happen. Like my homegirl asked me to speak. I ain't ashamed to say it. I don't care if she get mad. She asked me to speak at her son passing a few years ago because she know me. We good friends. So I said, well, I don't know your son. Let me see what I can say for him. I went through his social media, guns. I said, babe, I'm glad this gone. I'm scared of this nigga you had. How you let him get like this? I said, baby, me and my son ain't coming to speak on his behalf. How did you allow him to become this monster? And you what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say on his behalf? Man, he kept his pistol clean. He kept his pistol clean. What am I gonna say for him?
He kept it polished.
Yeah, he kept it. He kept his pistol clean. He threw his gang signs properly. What am I gonna say for them? I'm saying, babe, I'm so disappointed in you for allowing your son to get like this. And we instantly stopped, we stopped being friends because she was disappointed. Babe, I don't give a damn. You can't raise a kid like that. I'm upset that you allowed this kid to ruin his life because I know your kid is dead because you didn't mama hard enough. I know your kid is dead because you didn't require a man to come into his life to father him hard enough. So he died because he's a victim of your motherhood and the fatherhood that he lived upon, and he became a monster that passed on these streets. I'm disappointed because if he had a better father and better mother, that kid would still be alive.
Yeah.
So I'd be upset at parents who don't parent hard enough, and you end up with this. A kid who feels the need, he can
10
burn
years
Walmart.
old.
Man,
10
my
years old.
my grandma would have burnt his britches. It'd have been an ass whooping on aisle 9. I wish
I
you
know
would.
that's right.
I wish you would. My
I
grandma
know
was.
that's right.
And sometimes I hear people say still like, man, you can't control your kids. No, you can't control yours.
I know that's
my mama
right.
dead and gone, and she still control me. It's things I don't do now because I don't want to disappoint my mama in heaven looking down on me. It's certain behaviors I never participate in because I don't want to disappoint my mama. My mama still controlling me. So when I hear parents say you can't control your kids, no, your can't control your kids because I'm controlling mine. Mine ain't stealing scat packs. Mine ain't doing what yours doing. So you can't control your kid. So there's parents who done gave up on life and say, man, look, kids gonna be kids. No, not my kids, not my grandma's kids.
So how do we even deal with
They ain't gonna get to that.
how do we even deal with disciplining a 10-year-old who done set fire and caused millions of dollars worth of damage in
First
Walmart?
thing you do is go get his mama and throw her in the damn fire. Burn that witch, bitch. Your kid do this kind of damage, cook that hoe.
Oh God!
Because you don't raise a detriment to society. Don't put the fire out. Put his mama and his daddy in the fire. Let it cook.
It definitely needs to be some
Let it cook.
consequences. Like what? Yeah, and people need to be raised in question at whoever this 10-year-old parents is because. Like, how did
This
this
is
start?
terrible.
Are you playing with matches? Like, how did
look.
we go about doing this?
He couldn't have been my grandmama's grandson. She'd have burnt them britches.
I already know it. This, I want to make this a race thing, but I doubt if that was a little black boy. I hope not.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of the worst kids. You ever be in the store and you see them people? I don't care how nobody feel. Them little kids that speak a foreign language, they be the baddest, covered up all the way. Them kids there.
You're so funny. Okay, let's get into this next topic. So,
All right.
and this our last one. We're going to get about y'all here early. So, this is Trump set this lady free. She was a this was her
Drug
first time.
charge, I
Yeah,
believe, right?
drug charge, right?
Okay.
She how many years did she serve in doing this?
I want to say 20. She did. I want to say she was at her 20-year mark when Trump. I want to say when he discovered that she was a first-time offender. And it was a non-violent crime.
Right, it was drugs.
It was drugs. And not only did he set her free,
He reached back.
he reached back and she told him about others that was non-violent and said, so listen, people say that what they want to say about Trump.
Y'all by
I
yourself.
personally like opposition. I like people. Some people say he racist. Sometimes he just country
I
and
fool
honest.
with- I
think
love
he's just an
Trump.
honest person, and his honesty comes from a arrogant white man's perspective of life.
I feel like Trump got low tolerance for the
Right.
BS.
And I don't think Trump likes us.
I'm not near Trump age, and I don't be for the foolishness, all that
Nah.
weird stuff. And I don't know. They say he just is a racist, but these niggas is stupid.
Man, I want.
Call a spade a spade. These niggas is stupid.
Man, Trump done let more black people out
What he say wrong? What
than
lie did he
Obama
tell?
ever did. I have not seen Obama move in our behalf as it seemed like Trump have. You may disagree with some of his procedures, you may disagree with his attitude, but his performance as far as
It's his
things that
fruit.
he's done, he's allowed more black people to be free. Only
I
thing
agree.
I
It's
think
the fruit for
Obama
me.
has done was he celebrate pride. He made sure that community was well taken care of. So anytime you do things for a certain community, you're probably from that community. So I feel like he associates with that community more than he associated with black people. He did more for that community, which is his community, apparently, because that's who he fought and broke laws and broke barriers for. I'm not mad at him. I ain't mad at sis. Because that's what she did when she was president. He fought for her people.
Trump got it going on.
But I'm not
And
upset at Trump.
He actually used this woman as the face to go back and reach those other people and set out them free
And from my understanding, he actually hired her to go find more people like
Yes,
you
yes,
that was
indeed.
nonviolent offenders that had drug charges that's been in jail, overly incarcerated. So I applaud Trump for that.
And look at these black people standing. They don't look like they hate Trump to me.
No, this probably grandma. They finna get some sweet potato pie.
Come on now. This
Grandma
don't look
out.
like a racist picture to me. Like it just don't. Like I feel like the people that's against Trump, y'all just
They
running
look
with a
happy.
narrative. Y'all bandwagoning off of somebody else
Sweet
that's
potato pie and
a
some five
Trump
blunts back
hater.
on the street. They happy.
But I feel like he got it going on.
I like Trump.
He do his big one when
And
he
I don't
in
agree
office
with everything
on
he
either
does.
turn.
But I don't think there's anybody. I don't agree with everything I do.
Come on
so
now.
how we gonna agree with you? How you think somebody gonna get in office and you gonna and see Trump does not like lazy people no matter what color they are. He comes from an arrogant.
I know that's right.
He comes from an arrogant older white man's perspective, and if you've never been around them, it's gonna feel racist.
Yep.
And sometimes it may be a change racist.
Trump
But
like,
what
look,
old
I done
man
gave
ain't
y'all
racist?
all these stimulus. Y'all should have been invested in business. Y'all
Dog.
should be up by now.
Older
What we
people
doing?
don't like other races. No matter old black people don't like white people. Old white people don't.
Trump
tend
not
to
with
like
that foolishness,
So I
y'all.
just think it comes from a position of people not understanding him. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not trying to understand him. He's gonna make some moves that's gonna piss everybody off, me included. But he's trying to do he's trying to do what he deems necessary, best for his country.
I think Trump trying to make America great again. That's
He
exactly
is
what I
trying to
think.
do that.
That's exactly what I think. And that was our last topic.
Man, y'all been good, man.
We ain't had
I
too
appreciate
much
y'all
of
coming to
nothing
Box
tonight.
Talk, man. If you got a conversation, if you have something that you would like us to discuss, something to get on the screen, and if you are a business and you would like your business on the screen, inbox us and we give you a great price to be here on Box Talk TV, and we can introduce your business to our people, our customers, our friends, and our social media presence. So if you have a business you want on the screen, please inbox us. And if you have a topic that you want us to discuss, please inbox us and let us know, and we'll address that as you guys inbox us. Appreciate that, man. This is Box Talk TV with my beautiful
Co-host Nia P. We were brief and brilliant tonight, y'all. We up out of y'all hair.